Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and this is a brand new, fully console-friendly Lexus GX460. I mean, hold on.
That's not a Lexus GX, that's a Land Cruiser Prado, get it right!
And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You do realize that both the Lexus GX460 and the Land Cruiser Prado, aside from some options in terms of engines and body panels, are basically the same rig underneath, right? Well, either way, oh my god, it moves a lot even with the handbrake on, holy smokes. Either way, I am pumped to get this thing built and out on the trails. So let's go ahead and switch out the engine now that we've, oh, wait a minute. Actually, let's not switch out the engine because it's S plus right now, and if we switch out to the other engine, it goes down to an S. So never mind. Stock gearbox, so you get one option. Let's do the 6-inch lift kit. That's a lot of lift. Oh my god. That's a genuinely massive amount of lift. Let's see. What do we want for tires? I'm thinking we're going to go with the 37-inch trail grapplers. That's actually a really nice looking setup too. Now let's see. Wait. Now which diff lock setup do we want? Engageable or engageable? I think I'll go with engageable. All right, let's see. We want the roof rack for sure. We want the repair add-ons, absolutely. And we also definitely want some rock sliders. Now, grill-wise, mesh grill or stock grill? You know what? I think I'll actually throw the mesh grill on there. And then bumper-wise, dude, okay, that bumper looks sick. I love that. Now, let's see. We have a few different wheel options. I really like these beadlock wheels. Holy crap, those look really, really good. And then as far as, like, actual paint color goes, I mean, it's kind of like a sky's the limit and it's completely up to you type thing. And let's see. I'm debating on whether or not I want to go for, like, a red/orange, or if I like, you know what? I actually take the copper, too. The copper looks really good. Let's see. Ooh, or we could do a blue. I actually really like the blue. All right, now that we've gone through a small build process, let's take this thing out on some trails. Now, if you like to off-road in the lap of luxury, a vehicle like this, or rather a build like this, is exactly what you'll want to go for. Look at this thing. Freaking Android Auto on the touch screen, working gauges. You've got all of the buttons, like, properly labeled for your, like, your lockers and your center diff lock, your freaking crawl control. You've got, like, actually, fully modeled shifter and everything. Spot for beans on the dash. I mean, it is very well optioned in here. Fully detailed interior as well, down to, like, the door handles, the seat belts, the I'm driving into the ditch. Let's not do that. Oh my god. Yes, Beans, I know. For whatever reason, I have, one of my hobbies is, going ditch exploring and then driving back out of the ditch, because it's fine. Yoink! Oh my god, that was quite a slide. Okay, we don't have to be in first-person view for all of this drive, so let's go ahead and make a quick left, because there's some really fun trails down this way. Look at that suspension working! Okay, that's actually really impressive. Dude, I did not expect the suspension on this thing to be that plush. Like, I kind of expected it to be somewhat plush, but I figured that since it was a little bit more of a, you know, like a vehicle that you could like, say, for example, take to your job during the week and then off-roading on the weekends, I expected the suspension would be a little bit stiffer, maybe a little bit more, like, street, you know, centric. No, this thing is, like, properly off-road focused. I mean, it is set up. Oh, God. Oh! It actually controls the body motions of the vehicle quite well, too, because if we dip off the edge like that, a lot of vehicles would have just flipped right over. This one, not at all. Not even remotely. All right, now there's a lot of different trails we can take from this spot right here. We could also take the racetrack, but I don't think we're going to take the racetrack just yet, because I want to know how this thing does on some properly gnarly trails, and I'm sure y'all want to know how it does on some gnarly trails as well. Now, where does... Ooh... Do I want to go to the right? No, I want to go... You know where we need to go? Yeah, we're going to go up this trail. This trail is nasty, dude. All right, so all-wheel drive is on. Lockers are only available in... God dang it. In low range. All right, lockers on. This muddy hill is one of the worst hills on TNB trails. And if this can make it up this hill... Oh, my God. If this can make it up this hill, it's already earned mad props in my book. It'll go through just about any vanilla map you need it to if it'll make it up this muddy hill climb. And I'm not even taking, like, well-thought-out line. Well, there we go. Yep, that's what happens when you don't take well-thought-out lines. I love how the second I say, and I'm not even taking well-thought-out lines, is exactly when I flip it over. Maybe I should take well-thought-out lines instead. Okay, there we go. Just don't tip it. As long as you don't tip it, I mean, it is A-okay. God, this thing is actually really nice to drive. Genuinely, and that's not even just to say, oh yeah, this thing is nice to drive. No, it's actually really nice to drive. Really, like, confidence inspiring, really capable, and honestly, just, like, very realistic in terms of what it can do. Because a lot of rigs that you see in the real world, you know, are set up like this. You know, they've got a small amount of lift, they've got 35s or 37s, they got independent suspension in the front, solid axle in the back, and they're just, you know, they're driven to work during the week and driven to the trails on the weekends and then driven back to work on Monday again. And this is that's literally exactly what this is set up to be for. Can we make the hill climb? Come on. Oh God, the sun's in my eyes. Find some grip, there you go. Dude, this thing is awesome. I love this rig. I absolutely love it so much. Now, is it an insane rock crawler? No. Is it a, you know, is it something that you're gonna take to, like, the world's gnarliest mud bog? Also, no. But is it something that you could, you know, have a blast with on the weekend going overlanding or trail riding with some friends? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. That's exactly what this rig is for. Now, I'm not sure where this trail leads. It's been a little while since I've been down here, but whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Yo, I completely blanked on where this went, but I'm so happy I found this area again. Oh, I love this part of TNB Trails. I also never approach it from this direction, and so approaching it from this direction makes me really happy. I'm like, you never see this part of the map, like, from this angle or from this side. It's always like when you drive over the bridge, you know? And while it's no mud truck, it's certainly no slouch in mud either. Like, it's very confidence-inspiring. Super nice to drive. And again, the realism factor is so high. So freaking high. Well, maybe... Oh, boy. I might need... Yep, I need some locker action for sure. Initially, I thought that it was because I was in low plus and not low, but it actually was because I didn't have my lockers on. I keep forgetting when I drive vehicles that don't have diff lock always on that I have to, like, oh crap, you know, like, I need to make sure I lock my diffs just to make sure that they're actually working properly. And that's not a bad mark on the vehicle's part at all. That's just something that I need to keep in mind whenever I switch between vehicles. Now, going up this way, this trail gets a lot more gnarly than the previous trails we were on, so this will be a good test of this vehicle's capability. Let's see if we can find a little bit of extra grip while we float over these rocks. We're kind of high-centered right now. There we go. If you shift the front end from side to side, you should be all right. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. There we go. Oh, easy. There it is. Hey, you know, even though this trail got insane, this hasn't even remotely been slowed down yet. Not even remotely, dude. It's a little steep here, but I think we can use some of these loose rocks to actually help with traction. You know what this thing really proves as well? That you don't need enormous tires and enormous amounts of suspension travel to make it up some insane trails. Let's see if we can make this corner. This corner's nasty. It's so steep. And look, it's so well balanced and the center of gravity is so well positioned that it just makes its way around it no problem. We used the rock slider a little bit, but hey, I mean, that's what the rock sliders are for. Oh, it gets pretty deep here. God, this trail, I forgot how soft the surface on this trail was. And some of these corners are just so dang steep. And keep in mind that these trails were designed and tuned for a vehicle that is, let's just say, a lot more rock crawler focused than this. So the fact that we've made it reliably this far on, like, you know, not a ton, it's like just a 6-inch lift and 37s, mad impressive. Now, this part's pretty nasty. I think I'm going to go to the left and then cut back to the right. Because it's going to be all about how much momentum I can carry and how I can sneak the front end over on... Nope. Yep, I was right in line with where I wanted to be, and then that rock kind of shifted me over. What if I go up to the right? I'm just worried I'm going to hit the bumper. Oh my God. Oh, is that going to be too steep for me? If it makes this. Oh my God, if it makes this. Come on. I don't think it's going to make that. We might be able to bump it. Not enough. Well. Oh my God, the traction was there for just a minute. Oh my God. All right. I have a theory. Send it. Oh! We are so close. Get the lockers on. It wants it so bad, dude. It is so right there. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull cable just to get it the little bit of the way. But look how little we actually had to use the winch. It was solely because it was high-centered on the rock sliders that it didn't want to go any further. But that is insanely impressive. For a rig like this on a 37, when most people that come through here are on like 42s and up, yeah, that is next level impressive. Absolutely next level impressive. And then we get into this stuff, and it's like, you just gotta find the right line. Otherwise, it's gonna get mad. Come on, find something. Something in the way of grip right there at the front. Something. It's just like right when I barely have... Never mind. Right when I barely have enough. It's like, dude, I'm trying so hard. It just doesn't like the wheelbase, I think. It's a... Whoa, stop backing up. That is the last thing I needed. Come on. That's not quite where I need it to be. You know, I kind of thought wheel speed would help me. Not quite. The general consensus is wheel speed was not the answer to that problem. Maybe if I just barrel into it with the lockers on. Still not really... Oh, I'm not letting that be the reason I flop this thing over. Nope. Nope. Taking the completely unrealistic line while I winch to the side. And even then, I will say that these rigs are so incredibly capable, but you have to drive them in a very deliberate, realistic manner. Because if you don't, they don't really work quite as well. But I think that that's the appeal of rigs like this, because they make you think. They make you go, huh, how am I going to take this obstacle? How am I going to, figure out my approach? How am I going to figure out, like, not only where I need to be on approach, but on my midpoint and on my exit? And it really just makes you play the game in a very different way. But if y'all enjoyed this video and this look at this vehicle, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.